The girl was about to take a shower when she suddenly noticed a dried spot of blood on the edge of the tub. At first, she assumed it was left over from when she had gotten her ears pierced a couple of days earlier, so she thought nothing of it. But just as Anna was about to step out of the bathroom, she noticed more bloodstains on the carpet. Although she found it strange, since she shared the apartment with several other girls, she chalked it up to one of her roommates being careless. But then, while she was blow-drying her hair, Anna's eyes landed on the toilet. It hadn't been flushed. In an instant, a chill ran down her spine. She realized the front door hadn't been locked, and there was no way her roommates would leave the toilet unflushed. A dark, unsettling feeling crept over her. A terrible thought began to take shape. Someone had already been inside the apartment. Anna rushed outside and tried calling her roommates. She dialed again and again, but no one picked up. In a panic, she called her boyfriend over. The two of them entered the apartment together and began searching. It didn't take long before they found that the glass window of one of the bedrooms had been smashed. Strangely, however, none of the valuables in the room were missing. Just then, the roommate who lived in that room called. Anna quickly filled her in on everything. The girl said she would be back as soon as possible. The two then made their way to the last bedroom, but the door was locked from the inside. Peering through the keyhole, they could see the belongings of a girl named Lisa, which meant she was likely still inside. Anna's boyfriend tried to force the door open by shoulder checking it, but it was far too sturdy. No matter how hard he slammed into it, it wouldn't budge. What made things even more unsettling was that the toilet had been flushed clean. Someone had clearly done it after Anna had left. Anna was shaking with fear, but just as the two of them had finished calling the police, they noticed two officers already walking toward them. Could the response really have been that fast? As it turned out, after a brief exchange, they learned the officers were only neighborhood patrol cops. They had come because they had spotted Lisa's phone outside. Anna's boyfriend immediately relayed the bizarre events to them. The officers wasted no time heading up to the apartment to investigate. When they finally forced the bedroom door open, everyone present was horrified by what they saw. The police immediately sealed off the scene. One of the roommates completely fell apart, but Anna, standing off to the side, seemed remarkably calm. She even leaned in and kissed her boyfriend, a moment that was captured on camera by a nearby journalist. The group was then taken to the police station for questioning. Anna gave her account of what she had seen. She claimed it was the unflushed toilet that had put her on edge because she knew her roommate was someone who was very particular about hygiene. On the surface, her story sounded entirely reasonable, and yet something didn't add up. Anna had said the toilet hadn't been flushed, but by the time the police arrived, it had already been flushed clean. So just what exactly was going on?